everyone. So second game of the day. Alright, so quick goal. The team we're playing this afternoon is Knights of Columbus. So starting center we have Rhett. Closest to us was Desmond, and that far side there was Sutter. I'm gonna just call them the Knights, it's easier. Desmond passing over to Anthony. Anthony up to Rhett. Rhett's gonna skate into their zone. Pass up front. Wasn't able to connect with Desmond's stick. Desmond's gonna pass it up. Oh, back to Desmond and backhand shot, goalie save. So I'm using Matt's phone. I'm not totally sure if we have that replay function on his phone. So I'm gonna test it out and we shall see when we get there. Shot by Sutter, pad saved by the goalie. Knights pass it up. They're going to skate in. That was stopped by Anthony. Pass up to Sutter, and he chips it in, and he's going to change. Knights pass it. Okay, I think that was Rhett up to Jackson here. Jackson's going to drive the net around the back. Oof. Knights come into our zone. Shot saved by Rylan. Knights. Brandon. Oof. Jackson with the puck, and he tried to pass up to Caleb, but Caleb went down. KC, or Knights, off one of our players, and they're going to continue to go in. And shot goes wide of the net. Puck behind the net. Shot goes in towards the net. They tried to backhand it in, but it goes wide. Brandon chips it up, tried to chip it up to Caleb, but the Knights intercepted, and they're going to take another shot off blocker, and puck does not go out of play. Anthony with the puck. Skating, he's going to pass it far across to Caleb. Caleb's going to go down into the corner, fends off that hit, passes right up front. Can't see who that was up front. Nolan chips it back in. I think that's Kane that's chasing it. Puck goes back into their zone. Kane on the puck. Knights pass it up. Dante's there for the defense. Good stick. Dante chips it back, but it goes to their defense. They pass right up front, but that was Nolan that tried to chip it away, and Rylan decided to cover it. So face up on our zone, we have Rhett taking center. See Declan closest to us. Desmond's out there. This is Sutter, Rhett, and Sutter. And Rhett passes back, but they grab it. Shot on net, and Rylan's going to cover it.
It's the day.
face-off, I think, is Rhett, center. Puck goes, we win that puck. Rhett passes behind to Declan. Declan's going to cross high up, trying to reach Sutter, but Sutter's going to chase it in, and it's an icing. We'll try the face off again. Same players, so Rhett center. I see Declan's out there. Desmond. I think Devin and Sutter. KC with the puck. They couldn't get it in front. Desmond chips it up. Tried to chip it up to Declan. This is Rhett in the corner here. Shot off the top bar. Top cheddar, but not in. Devin with the puck with some speed. Coming into their zone. Shot in. I do not have the replay function on Matt's phone. Sorry, I was banking on my. I have a battery pack here, but the battery pack's dead, and my phone only had 40% battery, so I didn't think we'd make it through with my phone. So we tied it up 1-1. We're about halfway through, roughly the first period. This is Jackson. Caleb chips it back, but Casey comes out with it. They're going to pass far up. Anthony takes the puck, skates around back, wheeling and passed up, chipped up to Brandon into their zone at the half wall. Anthony's so Casey with the puck coming in. Anthony chips it out, so they lose control. They're going to regroup. Passing back D to D. I think that was Caleb's stick that was in there. Casey comes into our zone. And, oh, they missed getting it around Ryland's pad. Pass D to D for Casey. This is Kane that stops that middle pass. Casey's going to try to regroup behind their net, but Kane's on it. Reese skating up the boards. Casey with the puck, dishing it in front, but they go high of the net. And puck comes out, so this is offside. Nolan behind the net. He's going to turn around and pass up to Reese. Reese is going to turn around again. Chase. He's going to dump, and they're going to change. Nolan's going to chase it behind the net. That was Desmond over to Nolan. Nolan over to Declan. Declan's going to pass it up to Desmond again. Oh, but Casey comes out with it. They're going to come in. Whoop. Around the back of the net. He's looking for that centering pass. Shot comes wide from the defense. Traffic in front of the net. They pass back to their defense. Shot comes in, but Rhett got his stick in there. Rhett coming into their zone. He's going to dump it behind the net. Caleb's going to go for it on the other side. Oh, and it's stopped there by Devin at the line. Rhett dumps it back again behind their net. We've got Rhett chasing. Oh no, it's Jackson. Caleb tried to pass it up front to Jackson. Shot comes from Devin. It goes wide. Shot stopped by Anthony in front of the net. He's going to pass it up to Caleb. Devin passes it up, but we weren't prepared for it. Offside. Kane on center. Reese with the puck. KC coming through center into our zone. We get a couple different sticks in there. This is Reese that chips it off the glass, and Chase looking for that pass to Kane. Kane tries to shoot, but there's some sticks in the way. Reese is going to pass back. Anthony chipped it back in. KC takes almost control. This is Reese. Shot goes off KC's skate. Puck was pinned at the boards. This is Sutter. Shot. Someone's stick got in the way, so didn't get on net. A little bit wide. Kane to Anthony. Anthony shot off the mask of the goalie. That looks like that one stung for sure. KC shot goes high. KC passes it up. Anthony gets his stick in there, so that shot doesn't happen. Chase tried to pass back to Anthony. KC coming into the net. Backhand didn't connect at that front, so we didn't get that shot through. They didn't get that shot through. And here comes another shot. Glove save, Ryland. Okay, Declan chipped it up to Sutter. Sutter's going to try and push through. He lost his stick. Desmond's going to chase around the back of their net. Rhett manages to get that puck, and it goes around the other side. Caleb's on the other side to stop it. Nolan stops it. Casey takes the puck, passes it up. Declan there to stop that. So we've got Desmond here with the puck. Shot, I think it's a little bit of the glove, and it went high. Ooh, Nolan gets taken down. Casey coming through the center. Passes. Declan pushes. Lots of kerfuffle in front of the net, not able to cover it, but I don't think it actually made it through to the front. This is Jackson and Brandon at the boards. Their defense is going to take a shot, but Declan gets his stick in there. Declan skating it in. Shot blocked. He's going to do another shot. Goalie save. Chest. Casey tried to pass. He's going to go across here. Shot goes in behind our net. No icing. Dante's going to pass it up to Jackson. Jackson chipped it up to Brandon. KC. Puck goes into their zone. Caleb's chasing. Jackson was there as well. Devin at the half wall. Passed it right in front to Dante, and Dante swiped it away. KC, that's blocked by Kane. Reese here. And Kane. And Dante. KC passes across. Devin body at the bench there. Kane's gonna go for the puck and avoids the body. Casey's gonna dig around everyone and come in. Shot save. Ryland glove. Looks like we have a penalty coming up here, so we'll be shorthanded for 2. There's 1 minute and 42 seconds left in the first period. By taking center is Rhett. Anthony's far side. Nolan was closest to us. I also see Desmond out there. Casey's going to pass across and back to the other side. Shot coming in. Blocker save. Ryland. Anthony behind the net with the puck. He's going to dump it out. All the way down. This is Red on the chase. Gets his stick in there.
2 minutes for slashing. Time number 1:42. That's great for slashing at 1:42.
Shot goes across the net, but doesn't connect with anything. Last minute in the first period. That was Rhett that dumped it out. So full change. We got Sutter going after it here. Casey's passing in our zone. They're going to take a shot, save Ryland, and he gets that rebound. Okay, center is Brandon. Casey comes out with the puck. They're going to skate around behind. They're going to pass to the back. And shot comes in, but it goes quite wide. And Brandon's going to dump it out. Sutter's down here, though. He's going to chase after it. Goalie covers it. That Casey player did not like Sutter being that close. And he gets a penalty for that. Okay, so Brandon wins that face-off back. Declan keeps it in. Casey with the puck, coming in. Anthony stops that. Brandon tried to chip it up to Sutter. And that's it for the first period. They're keeping shots, just if you're curious. They're saying that I gotta figure out which side we are on. I think they're saying 8 shots for us on their net and 15 shots for them on our net. Yeah, we're tied both 1-1, so it's hard for me to realize which. See that? There's the scoreboard there, and it's fuzzy, so you can't even see it. It is a beautiful rink. It's probably the nicest one I've been in for hockey. That was Kane there that took center. Anthony with the puck.
KC penalty to number 35, Colton Chalafu. 2 minutes for roughing. Time penalty 15 seconds. That's Chalafu for roughing at 15 seconds.
So KC with the puck. Desmond here. Desmond with the puck. He's going to pass it around behind our net. Anthony's going to try to get at it. KC player gets his stick in there first though. Desmond regrouping behind the net. Tried to chip it up to Anthony, but again that KC player's there. Woo! And we got a penalty coming here. That was off the post. So we got a tripping penalty here. So we are 4-4 for 57 seconds. And then after that, we will be down. Shorthanded. All right, Nolan passes up to Rhett. Rhett passes it over to Chase. Chase, I think, tried to take a shot, but someone got their stick in there. KC with the puck. And they pass in front. Turns around, doesn't get that shot to the net. Back. They're going to pass it to the side. Shot's coming. Oh, no, he's passed it across. Back, but Rhett manages to grab it. He's going to pass it up to Chase. Someone gets their stick in there. We are still 4-on-4, I believe, for like 7 seconds here. Okay, so we're now down 5-on-4 for KC. We got 54 seconds left on our penalty. Reese with the puck. He's going to chip it into their zone, and then we're going to chase it. Jackson on the chase. Casey passes up. It goes out. Casey is driving the net. Oh, there. That was Dante that said no thank you. Dante passed it back, but it goes to KC player. They're going to pass it to center. Shot, Ryland, stick save. That's Declan at the boards there. KC is going to take that puck. They tried to pass it in front, but Jackson scoops it out. Another shot coming in. It goes wide. We are back to 5-on-5. Reese almost had the puck. Jackson's gonna go get it at the half wall. He's gonna chip it back behind, and I think that's King. Offside. Red on center. Nolan tried to chip it up the boards. Stuck there at the blue line. Rhett's going to pass it over. And Devin up to Sutter. And then the KC player takes it. Sutter chips it onto the boards. Rhett chasing. They pass across. Sutter's going in. Casey comes in, passes across, doesn't get to the stick, or Desmond. Tried to pass across to Devin, but he's going to turn around and dump it behind the net. Devin's on the chase, and there's a big change. So this is Brandon there, and Jackson. Casey passes up. Devin, body. Casey tried to pass up. Anthony passing up. Caleb's going to chase. Oh, no. It's going to go the other side. Jackson's over there. Caleb. Oh, we got Jackson with no stick. All right, Casey. He's going to skate it through center, and they're going to pass it up at that blue line. Anthony's there to chip it away. KC tried to pass it across. Jackson stopped that. Sandwiched at the bench. Ooh, lots of bodies getting squished over there. KC comes out into our zone. Devin's there to try. Puck goes in front, and Ryland, sorry, he batted it away. Shot blocked by Casey, big player, off the pad of the goalie and goes behind the net. Caleb at the boards. They tried to chip it up. They're going to pass back, and then it's going to go all the way down on net. Ryland slows that down, and he decides he's going to cover it. A little bit of snow. Ref saying, no, don't do that. He already had a shower today. Down here we got Kane center. Declan's closest on the boards here. As Chase had tried to chip it past, shot doesn't make it through to the net. Declan behind. He's going to skate with it up the boards. Reese is calling on the other side. Casey comes in, but he's stopped by, no, that was Kane. Shot, glove save, Ryland. Center is Rhett. Nolan dumped around the other side. I think this is Rhett at the boards. Casey comes out with it. They're going to take a shot. That's blocker save, Ryland. Shot comes straight in center, and someone got their stick. That was Desmond that had a stick in there. Desmond passes across. Declan tried to take a shot, but a stick got in the way. A body now got on the way. And Casey, had a cherry picker there. And he's coming in. And Rylan gives him no options there. I don't know how the internet's going for you guys. I see that there's connectivity issues. And shot goes top cheddar. Hopefully the internet's not too terrible for you. I get a warning every once in a while that the connectivity isn't great, so. That's Caleb with the puck behind the net. He's going to turn around and go the other way. Casey with the puck. They're going to bring a shot in. It goes off someone's stick, and Rylan... Oh, no! Rylan tried to scoop it up and cover it, but one of their players was there to grab it from him. Center is Kane. Reese is closest to us. Chase was the other side. And defense here, we got Anthony closest to us and Declan on the other side. Ooh, sorry. That was Kane, I think, that went down at the boards there. Shot, glove, save. Oh, but it drops down and we scoop it away. Chase passes up to Reese, but Casey snags it first. Reese gets his stick in there. He's going to turn around and he's going to pass it up to Anthony. Anthony's going to pass it to Chase. Chase shot off the body and in. Kane center. That was Chase on the far side. This is Reese going after it.
Casey's second goal is for number 17.
Reese with the puck. It looks like he's going to have some space here. Coming in. Oh, and maybe a penalty shot. Penalty shot again. So Reese is taking the penalty shot. These don't happen too often, but we had 2 in a row. So, yay, they're exciting. No pressure. All right, here we go. Reese. Nice, top bar down, I think they call it. So we're back to a tie game. It's been quite close the whole time. We are roughly halfway through the second period. 6 minutes, 33 seconds left. They're saying shots. Again, I always look when we're tied. Yeah, I don't know. I think we've had 12 shots on that. They've had 24. It's a shot here by Sutter. goes behind the net.
And that second KC goal scored by number 17. That's Landon Haynes, assistant number 72, Keegan McConnell, and team number 28.
Desmond.
Time of that goal, 7:49.
KC with the puck.
KC third goal, scored by assistant.
Going to poke it into our zone. Anthony's going to collect it. Turn around.
Time of that goal, 7:24.
Skate it up. And he's going to come through center. In. He's tried to deke around, but Casey stopped that with an equally big player. I can't see Rhett. This is Rhett behind the net. Anthony skates past it. Here we go. 2-on-1. Whoa! And that's stopped by Devin and Anthony there to poke it away. Rhett chips it up to Desmond. Desmond's tried to pass it up to Caleb, but there's a very large KC player there. Caleb's going to chase it in. Smushes at the board. Puck stopped at the line by Devin. He takes a shot. It goes off the sidebar. I should know the names of each of the bars. I apologize for that. They dig around. He's going to come in. Oh, off the top crossbar. It's called the top bar. There's a penalty coming up here for them, I'm guessing. Yes. So we're going to have a power play coming up here for tripping. 4 minutes, 49 seconds left. Kane's taking the center. Reese is closest to us. Chase on the other side. Defense, we have Declan closest to us, and this is Nolan with the puck. Chase deciding he's going to go back to Nolan. Nolan's going to walk the line and pass back to Chase. Shot comes in. That's saved. Goalie. Again, Kane center. Puck goes back to Nolan. He's going to shoot, and another save by the goalie. Has a size difference there at center. Oh, shot goes through Nolan and into our zone. This is Declan in to collect it. Ryland's going to slow it down. Declan passes across to Nolan. Nolan's going to chip it up to Kane. Kane's to Chase, and Chase tried to make it to Reese. Puck gets through again. We got a minute left, roughly, on our power play. And puck goes back into our zone. Ryland's going to slow it down. Nolan's collecting. Nolan passed up to Reese. Reese passes across. Rhett stopped it there with his body. Declan. Oh! Casey collects. They're going to come in, but that was a good stick by Ryland. Pokes it away. Poke check. That's what it's called. It looks like another penalty. No, offside. That was an offside arm. Sorry. Declan chips it into their zone, and they're going to dump it right back out. They've got 15 seconds left on their penalty. Ryland's going to slow it down again, and Nolan's spinorama. Casey comes out, and they pass it right in front. Shot goes wide. They're going to, again, try to backhand it, but it goes wide again. We're back to 5-on-5. Offside. Dante across to Nolan. Nolan dumps it in on net. KC with it. This is Sutter that's chasing it down. Sutter manages to get the puck. chips it in. That's blocker. Oh, Rhett was there but couldn't get his stick on the puck. It was bouncing. Anthony, shot in. It's wide. Casey comes out with it, and Rhett passes in front. Wasn't able to connect with Sutter's stick. Rhett at the corner there. Casey with the puck. They're going to try to pass wide here, but that's Dante that stopped that. Up to Brandon. Brandon's going to skate it in. Shot, blocker, save. Brandon passes to Anthony. Sorry, you can't see that. Jackson tried to pass in front. Casey with the puck. Brandon at the boards. Trying to skate in, but that's a big body to skate against. I think that was Caleb that got a shot in, but it was saved by the goalie. Dante over to Anthony. Anthony passes back, but Casey grabs it. They're going to come in. Dante tried to chip it up. Casey coming in. Gets around a couple players. Shot. That's saved by Ryland. It didn't get covered, but he saved it. Anthony trying to get around. Oh! Casey's going to come in again, but he's stopped by Dante. Ooh! And Ryland covers. Oh, but Ryland doesn't like that. It's all good. No penalties. Just 3 of our players said we don't like you coming that close to our goalie. It's all good. Kane, center. Devin's on the boards here. That's Kane up to Declan. Kane trying to pass it to Devin, and Devin's going to skate with it at the boards. I think that Chase chipped it back to Kane. Kane's shot goes high. Someone had their stick in there, and puck rolls on the top of the boards there. And goes back. Oh, they almost poked it past Declan. Chase. Oh, tried to get it over to Reese, but someone got their stick in there, and now we got another high guy over here. Oh, he's going to try to pass it up front. He does pass it up front, but we are there to scoop it off. And that felt like a quick second period. So one more period left. We are tied up, still 3-3. Update on the shots. We've had 19 shots on their net, and they have had 28, I believe. I believe there's 20 minutes left in this last period. So our starting lineup in the third period here is Rhett center, Desmond closest to us, Sutter far side. We have Anthony closest to us on defense, and Nolan is on the other side. Casey wins that. They're going to pass it up. Tried to chip it past, but it doesn't make it through. Sutter. Red. Casey with the puck. Passive cross or up. Nolan's there to poke it away. I think it's, yeah, I was offside. They're going to regroup. Oops. Desmond fanned on it. Casey passes across. Shot off chest of Ryland, I think. This is Caleb who's going to skate around. Chase. Nice stick by Brandon. Caleb shot off the chest of the goalie. That was Brandon that turned around, tried to get another shot, but it goes just across. Brandon behind the net. Oh, Jackson. Anthony. Anthony shot. Oh, it went off, I think, Brandon's stick. I'm not sure if it hit the goalie's pad, but Brandon behind the net. Puck makes it up. Casey grabs it. That's Brandon and Jackson at the boards. Caleb's going to go behind the net with the puck. Passes it up. Anthony. Oh, Casey. They got 3 players here. But for defense, we've got Dante. They pass across. Shot save. Ryland. He gets the rebound. It's loose and scooped away by Brandon. And Dante chipped it to the boards there. Okay, they're going to come in again. There's 3 of our guys on him. Anthony passes up to Jackson. Jackson chips it out. And it's maybe going to be, yeah, an icing. We got Kane taking center. Devin's far side over there. I see Reese and Chase and Declan out there. Devin at the boards, up to Reese. Reese tried to get it across, but Casey shot coming in from the corner, top corner, whatever you want to call it. It's behind the net now. Devin. Puck goes around again behind our net. Dante, or Declan, oh, so many D's. Goes into their zone. Casey to collect, no icing. Reese is on the chase. I think that was Devin that got a stick in there. They're going to turn around with, oh, tried to get it across to Reese, but they had their stick in there. Reese, shot, save, chest by the goalie. We got Rat taking center. Rat behind the net. He's going to pass over to Sutter. Sutter's going to pass back to the line here. Devin shot in. That's a save stick, I think. Stick chest. Sutter at the boards getting smushed. Oh, I didn't even show you that. Sorry. Assumed it was in the frame. I was looking at the play. All right, Casey coming into our zone. Devin there to collect it. He's going to skate around behind our net, pushed around. Devin, skate through center, weave in through traffic. He's going to come in, he's going to shoot, it's going to go wide and around the other side. Shot, don't know where the puck is, I think it's here. Brandon, Devin, up. Brandon tried to chip it past. Devin, center, coming in. Another shot, it goes wide. Casey bats it back to their defense. No, not defense, forward. I guess he would be a forward. Brandon keeps it in. Oh, there's a couple collision here in front of us. KC is going to skate in. That was Declan there that uses his body. Jackson's going to collect the puck in the corner. Brandon dumps it in. Caleb's going to chase it. Brandon taken down at the boards there. That was a far pass here. Cherry picker. He's going to come in. Passes across wide. Ooh, they try to go top corner, but it goes high. Another shot, and Ryland, I think, had his glove on that. They're going to pass across. Another shot's coming in, but it doesn't make it to the front of the net. Back of the net. The puck goes on behind the net. Anthony pushes him off the puck. Anthony passes it high to Caleb. Oh, high stick. No, it goes out of play. So full change, both teams. 14 minutes, 28 seconds left in the third period. We're tied up. I don't know what happens if we're tied near the end. We might just leave it because it's not a final game yet. But I shouldn't talk about that right now. Superstitions and all. Nolan chips it out of our zone. A couple bodies in at the boards there. Anthony is now at the boards. Puck goes across to Reese, and he passes it up to Kane. Kane's going to have a breakaway. Shot saved by the goalie. He tried to make sure it wasn't dumped. Okay, so Kane, center, Reese, far side, Chase on the boards. Defense here, Declan's close to the boards, and the other side there is Devin. Back to Declan, shot coming in, save, stick and pad area. They're going to circle it around in front of their net, pass it up, and right up at the line here. Couldn't see who that was at the boards with him. That's Declan, I think. Up the boards, the shot comes in, doesn't make it, it's wide. Reese tries to get it out. Oh, you can't see that. They're going to try to pass right in front of the net. Doesn't make it through because Kane had his stick in there. Chase passes across to Reese, and Reese tried to get through again. They're going to pass it, and it's going to go out of their zone through center. Devin being chased. They take it at the blue line. They're going to come in. Shot, save off the stick and pad of Ryland. They're going to come in again. Another shot goes wide. I didn't see who passed that puck up and out. They're going to chase it down. Sutter's going to chase. Oh, yeah, he gets up there. KC is trying to pass across, but Desmond got his stick. All right, KC coming in. They pass it. Devin. Oh, no, this is Brandon now. And Dante. Shot goes in front. And ooh, again. They're going to take a shot from... Someone gets their stick in there. Again, shot comes in. Ryland covers it up. Brandon center. He wins that. Nolan to collect. Pass it over to Anthony. Anthony's going to skate with it. Casey takes it. Jackson. Casey. Shot, Ryland glove save. Nolan dumps around to Anthony on the other side. Anthony's going to skate around. And Casey takes it. They're going to pass right in front. But it doesn't make it through. There's some bodies there. Another shot doesn't make it through. Ryland dives to try and cover it. Okay, Casey. Oh, no. Yes, Casey with that puck. Casey at the boards with the puck. They're going to pass it back to their defense. Shot comes in. It goes through some bodies. Doesn't make it to the net. Casey. Shot. Hard shot off a blocker. Dante. Oh, no, Declan. Declan across to Reese. Reese is going to chase it, and he's going to get another chance. Shot in. Alright, so we just got half a period to hold on to it. 10 minutes, 33 seconds left in the third period here. Casey. They're going to come in. Shot. Woo! That puck changed directions. It went off, I think, someone's stick, and it deflected. Luckily, Ryland had that glove out. Okay. Puck goes back to KC. There are another shot trying to pass in front. Kane passes around the other side. Chase tried to get to Chase, but Casey comes out with it. They're going to skate around and around, and they tried to roof it, but it goes high. And puck comes out. They're going to chase it. And it's going to be an icing. That was close. Alright, so we got Rhett's going to be center, Sutter, Nolan, Desmond, and Anthony. Puck goes around to the other side. Nolan. Oop, Ryland's going to cover it. That was Rhett. Oh. R's and D's. There's lots of them on our team. Okay, Sutter's going to dump around the other side. It's Nolan and Rhett. Sutter tries to pass it up. I think that was Nolan that tried to get a shot in. Desmond back to Sutter. Sutter tried to pass it up to Desmond. Puck's at their feet. Rhett goes a little bit wide of the front of the net there. Sutter tried to play the body. They're going to pass it across. And Anthony smushes at the boards. Nolan to collect. Passes it across to Desmond. Desmond is going to dump it in. And we've got Caleb chasing. Oh, whoa. This is Jackson trying to chase it down. And Dante there. Doesn't make it to the, doesn't make the pass. Oh. I can't see who's at the boards here. Brandon trying to stop the pass. Caleb gets a stick in there and he dumps it out. And it's not going to be icing. They're coming. They pass across and up. Puck goes into our zone. Dante chips it up to Brandon. Brandon over to Rhett. Rhett and then Reese dumps it into their zone. And it's going to be icing. All right, Kane on the face-off. Casey passing right in front. Shot saved by Rylan. Oh, shot doesn't. It goes a little bit wide there. They're gonna pass right in front again. Body's there and doesn't make it through traffic. Anthony is gonna chip it up the boards, and this is Chase down here, I think. Again, they're passing it up on the line. That was Declan. Reese is on the chase. And Chase on the chase. We get Kane that got a stick in there. Sutter gets a stick and the shot gets on net. They cover it. So if we can just keep the play on this side of the ice for the rest of the period, would be awesome. We got about 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in the third. Desmond there with the puck. Case. Rhett pass over to Devin. Devin up to Sutter. Sutter shovels it in. And Nolan passes right in front to Desmond. And Rhett tried to get a shot in there too, but I don't think they made it through. Alright, so Casey comes in. It's Devin. Shot off the corner pad. He gets his pad in there tight, so nothing to shoot at. Casey is, Sutter. Sutter's going to shovel it in and he's going to change. So we got a almost full change, I think. Brandon. Back in. Caleb's going to skate around behind with Rhett there. Oh no, that's Jackson there. And Brandon. Alright. Dante. Caleb passes it up. Oh, Brandon, but Casey gets their stick in there, so it doesn't make it through to Brandon's stick. Declan. Okay, comes out, and they're gonna try to shovel it back in, but it's offside. Alright, we've got Kane, center. KC, skating across that line. Anthony tried to make that pass to Reese. Reese getting in the center of that. And that was Chase getting a stick in there. So Reese is going to take it into the boards. And it goes around the other side. Casey passes across and up. Shot, save Rylan. That's Reese that got his stick in there. And he's going to skate with it. Passes across. Chase almost had that.
Chase, let's go!
Nolan over to Anthony. Anthony up. Tried to connect to Chase, but it's going to go for an icing. 4 minutes left. Gotta hang in there, 4 minutes. Center is going to be Rhett. Desmond's closest to us. Devin's far side. I see Declan out there and Sutter out there as well. Casey, pinned at the boards by Devin, and Sutter comes out with it. He's passing across. Desmond's going to chase it down. Casey passes across, and Sutter gets in there, and he's going to skid in. Shot saved by the goalie. Alright, Brandon center. Jackson closest to us over there. I think that's Caleb far side. And then we've got Declan and Devin, I think. That's Caleb. Brandon dumps it back behind the net. Jackson is going to stop. Pass up in front. Caleb. Shot goes wide. Caleb at the boards, trying to pin. And Jackson's coming in to help. Oh, but Casey comes out with it. They're going to pass it. Up.
Back check. Back check.
Coming in. But I can't see who stopped that. That was Brandon that stopped that. Caleb across to Brandon. Brandon skating in. Jackson's on the other side. Shot saved by the goalie. So we're getting more shots. Close to tying it up with the shots. I think we've had 30, they say, shots on their net. 39 on ours. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left. We've got Kane taking center. Reese is far side. Chase is closest to us. Anthony's closest to us for the defense. And Nolan's the far side there. That's Reese trying to pin at the boards. They are coming in with some speed and they get around our players. Shot. Oh, no. Okay, it's tied up here with 2 minutes, 32 seconds left. All right, we've got Rhett center. Sutter with that puck. He's going to come in on a breakaway. Shot goes high. And I don't know if net's off or what. All right, we're going to try that again here. Rhett center. Sutter back. Nolan tried to get a quick shot on. Desmond goes wide. Rhett tried to pass it right in front, but Casey got their stick in there. Oh, they're going to skate in. Pass doesn't make it through. Desmond up. And Rhett poked it up. He's going to chase after it, but gets bodied off the puck. Rhett. Oh, Casey with the puck. This is Declan. Chips it up the board, but Casey there to get that. Can't see, this is Declan. Declan shot, but they get their stick in there. Goes behind the net and oops. Kept in by Devin. Casey with the puck. Jackson tried to bat it away. Shot goes behind. Minute 12 seconds left in the third period here. Shot goes wide. Oh goodness. Shot comes in, but it's blocked by Declan. Devin up the boards. They're going to come back in, deked around. Shot, glove save, Ryland. Okay, 43 seconds left. Tied up 4-4. Shot's going to come in. Ooh, the KC with that puck. They're trying to pass up, but Kane had his stick in there. Oh, Anthony tried to get past. It's off. Oh no, now it's good. Kane turns around. Oh, stick stuck there. Oh. This is Reese. Offside. So close. 16.2 seconds left. Probably. They've decided to pull their goalie, so I don't know if they need this win versus the tie, maybe. So we got 6 on, and we should try to shoot it into the empty net, but Casey's there. Sutter is chasing. Dump it! Yeah, Anthony dumps it in. 2.3 seconds. All right. So, yeah, close one.
I think it's still okay if the Hawks win later after this. I think we're second. I believe.
I don't know. Okay. I know, it's
right there. We weren't even in this game.
Yeah. So that's our last game of today, and I don't know yet what happens tomorrow. I think it kind of depends on the other teams, how they do. If we play, or I think we play no matter what, but I just don't know if it's a medal round. I think if there's a different team wins their game, then we get to play in the medal round, so I don't know. Check with your peoples as far as times go. Keep in mind, we are an hour ahead, I believe, here. It is, I think 6 o'clock here right now. Yeah, 6:06. So thank you for tuning in. Hopefully we get this rink again so we can do the live stream. If we're in the other rink, it might have to be a record, and then I'll upload it after the fact. We've kind of lucked out over here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.